Power of Purpose series showcases leaders who are making a mark by using purpose to energize their organizations and deliver sustainable growth.
I'm extremely delighted today to welcome our panelists. I'd really love to hear from each of you how you define purpose in your organization.
We have to make sure that it passes that test of being relatable, consumable, and memorable.
We define purpose actually very clearly, which is advancing dermatology for every skin story. And purpose is really and truly our guiding light for everything we do. And it's why people join the organization. And funny enough, quick story, when I was interviewing for this role, I actually had my own skin story. I suffer from eczema. And it was actually one of the reasons I shared, this is why I want to join Galderma, to make a difference in people's lives.
That's a great segue to the next question that I've got for you all, which is really about the connection to talent. Could you talk a little bit about what the role has done to play in that regard, and maybe kind of your role also in kind of leading purpose for the organization?
When it came to our purpose, it was very collaborative. And then when it came to translating it into behaviors and competencies, that's where I came in. And my team and I took a bit more of a leadership role in translating it. And what was important was, okay, what do we want to make sure that people know how to do? So when we think about that actual purpose, then it became, all right, how does that define ways of working? So that's what we ended up creating as a result of that.
Has purpose guided, where you've put some investment or where you've decided not to invest?
We want to make sure that we're also contributing back to our employees from a mental health and well-being perspective, because that's also tied to skin health. So it's really guides where we invest, both internally, like I said, in the science, but also externally in terms of disease awareness, skin cancer awareness, but also contributing things like I mentioned to the children's camps that are for skin disease. And it really just helps us to guide those investment decisions.
How do you view the relationship between purpose and sustainability, and maybe an example of how this may have played out in your own organization?
It's a long-term play, not the short-term decisions. That's definitely the connection for sure. I would say at Mazars, we're looking at making sure that we are not talking about introducing, engaging with sustainability or ESG in siloed fashion. So looking at it more big picture, so it does have that relatability again, right? That relatability to individuals.
How do you view the role of purpose on weighing in on important social issues?
It is always so dependent on what is happening, because what I am also balancing, for my role is how do we care for our employees, right? So sometimes it's not about the statement. It's about truly what are we trying to solve for? So if it is making sure that we care for employees who are part of an impacted group, and okay, well, what does that care look like? Because it might be issuing a memo, or it might be creating services. It might be creating listening sessions, offering actual help to individuals.